Hi everyone, I'm Mr. M, and today we are going to be doing a movement story called The Pickle Who Took a Trip. Now before we get started, we need to make sure that we have a clear, safe place so we do not run into anything or anybody because we are going to be moving around during this movement story. The story I'm about to tell you will make us use 3 different levels: high, middle, and low. Can you tell me something that's low to the ground? That's right, a turtle. Now can you tell me something that's high up in the sky, way up in the sky? That's right, a bird. Now can you tell me something that's in the middle? That's right, a dog. Our story today will also make us move in 3 different relationships: over, under, around, and through. Once upon a time, there was a pickle who decided to take a trip. It packed its suitcase and started off. The pickle was so happy, it bounced along the road. In a short time, the pickle came to a cave. Being a very curious pickle, it decided to explore. It crouched over on the middle level. We gotta get real low, right on the middle level, feeling the walls of the cave as it went. Do you think we should keep following the pickle? I think we should. Come on. The cave turned into a very low tunnel. We gotta get on our hands and knees and crawl to get through. The tunnel became even lower, and the pickle had to slither on its tummy, just like this. At the end of the tunnel was a tiny hole, just big enough for the pickle to squeeze through. Then it began to roll and roll. Boom! It bumped into something soft and squishy. The pickle stuck its hand into the soft and squishy thing. Then its foot. Then its head. Then broke off a little piece and tasted it. It was a giant marshmallow. The pickle then stood on a tiptoe and saw there was a giant field of marshmallows as far as the eye could see. So the pickle began to hop, and it began to leap. It also skipped, and then it also jumped over the marshmallows. So for leaping, we're going to make sure that we have our eyes forward and we're reaching with our opposite foot. So are you ready? I'm going to demonstrate. We're going to leap, and this is also the side view. We're going to leap. Are you ready? Let's do it 2 times. Number 1, eyes forward, opposite foot. Leap. And we're going to do it 1 more time. Number 2. Leap. Good job. Now for hopping, we want to have our one leg up in the air in an L shape behind our leg. So we want to bring our arms in, and together we're going to drive our arms and our legs. Ready? Boom. Remember, L shape, just like this. Are you ready? Let's try doing it 2 times. Number 1, arms, boom. Number 2, arms, boom. Good job. After all that leaping and jumping, the pickle began to feel very tired. So, the pickle laid on the ground and was going to take a short nap. But as soon as he was about to fall asleep, he looked up and he saw all the giant marshmallows were floating away. And the pickle shouted, "Hey, wait for me!" Do you think you want to shout that? Come on, join me. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hey, wait for me! The pickle then jumped up and grabbed onto the marshmallow. And then together they floated forwards, backwards, sideways, and around in circles. Until they came down in Slitherland, where all these slimy creatures are. The pickle got right down on the ground, and he was squirming and wiggling with all the snakes. Suddenly, all the snakes slithered into little holes in the ground, and out floated some tiny bubbles. The pickle had to tiptoe very carefully around all the bubbles so they wouldn't pop. But all of a sudden, pop, 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 the bubbles started popping. And it scared the pickle. And pop, pop, pop. When all the bubbles popped, the giant marshmallows started floating away again. But the pickle was on the ground. And he said, "Hey, wait for me." One last time, the pickle in the marshmallow floated. It floated forwards, backwards, sideways, and around in circles. The pickle floated with the giant marshmallow until they were right above the pickle's house. When the pickle saw its own house on the ground, it let go of the giant marshmallow. And suddenly the marshmallow melted away on the ground. The pickle rolled up on the stairs, went straight into bed, where it fell fast asleep. And that's the end of the movement story.